Mary.
And we're live.
We are back,
Hi, guys.
gentlemen. We are back. Welcome back, everybody.
Episode 3 live.
Yes, live number 3.
So
Welcome in, everybody, to the
now.
Finders Flippers Resell Podcast live. What do you think, Johnny? Where are we at?
Mary. What are we at? At 326 subscribers. It's our 3. I love that we're 25. Well, technically, I guess 26% of the way to our next live. And here we are.
Here we are. Here we sit.
We're really, our time management is just supreme.
Well, we have had a lot going on. I've had the birth of another grandchild, my first grandson.
Yeah, Gramps.
So, Gramps again, had that going on. So,
Joe!
Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff going on.
Joe,
Hey,
not
up,
first.
Joe?
Mary totally beat you.
The vintage tiger, I guess that is that Clemson. Is that a Clemson fan from Abbeville, South Carolina? Welcome in.
I'm going to say purple and orange hearts. The vintage tiger is a Clemson fan.
Ipte.
Ipte, that's right. Ipte.
I did that drive in one day, and it was awful. We were like, let's go to a Clemson football game. And then we drove, watched the game, and then driving home, I was just like falling asleep. It's like just too far.
Just on the cusp
to try to just fit it all.
Far.
Oh, yeah. Joe commented he doesn't see anyone else here. I bet if you're not watching on our main YouTube channel, which is at the Finders Flippers Resell Podcast, you might be watching on Facebook or you might be watching on Johnny or Wes's channels. Come on over here to the main feed.
Yeah, come over to the Finders.
Hey, that would be awesome, Vintage Tiger. I would love to come tailgate at a Clemson game.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Clemson fans in my family, so I'm jotting that down to follow up for a tailgate this fall.
Yeah, we need to roll on down there and do it. I'd like to go see a Clemson game. That would be fun.
I mean, I don't necessarily align with a college per se, but I'm probably a Gator if anything.
Mary says I can't see any other comments. I thought everyone had me blocked. What is going on with that?
I think that's
we do have Mary blocked.
He said that, Mary. I did not, by the way.
Mary, I think it's just because you and Happy Picker are watching on the main YouTube feed, and I think other people are probably watching on either Johnny's YouTube feed, Wes's YouTube feed, or my Facebook feed. So, like I said, come on over here to the main one.
Chad, the quirky picker, is in here. Thank you so much, Chad, for coming on in.
Chad's a Reds fan. He does not like you rocking a Cubs jersey, which I'm very surprised you're rocking a Cubs jersey.
Why not? Why would that make you surprised?
Well, I would just assume you're, I don't know, another city you've never been to. I don't know, like a Mariners fan. But wouldn't you be like a Pirates fan?
Yes, but I don't have any Pirates jerseys, so I would love to have a Pirates jersey. Hint, hint. If you're thinking something, Johnny, for me for Christmas, I could really use.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. David's
hey,
here.
Dave Beckham. Yeah, David's here.
Lori's here. Look at all this.
Chad says that Cubs shirt hurts me. This is a Sosa, by the way. This is a Sosa. I'll have to turn around.
So where is everybody else from? We have New Hampshire in the house. We have South Carolina in the house. I know we have Florida in the house. So
yeah, Leanne Peterson, hi from New Hampshire. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. Supporting.
So, guys,
Mary might have to get you to help me get a jersey, a Pirates jersey somehow.
I do find it interesting that Mary's a Pirates fan, but her photo is with the Reds mascot.
That is interesting.
Mary, explain yourself.
Yeah, talk to us. Rebellious Roads Resell is in here from Tennessee. What part of Tennessee are you from exactly?
So we have Knoxville and Alcoa represented.
You guys are the only 10s I see.
Nope, Rebellious Roads Resell, Tennessee. Illinois, wow.
Janet Curran, is that right? Curran? Oh, Rebellious Roads Resells from Knoxville. Johnny.
Oh, visit Knoxville.com. Yes. Yes. Rebellious Roads, let us know your most favorite thing about Knoxville. Dying to know.
Oh, well, he's technically Loudon. Interesting.
I was in Loudon today, Rebellious Roads. So
I hear Loudon is lovely this time of year. Is that true? I've heard that.
Hey, it's beautiful, right on the Tennessee River. So you go right over the river to go into the city. So what do we got in store tonight, guys? Got a little just chit chat to start here. Roll call.
We're gonna chat it up a little bit. There might be some giveaways coming up. Maybe we'll just bring some people in just to hang out with us. I mean, why not? You know what, guys? This is our live. We can do whatever the heck we want, and that's what
I want
we
to mention. Let's see. Jamie Garcia from New Hampshire. How are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I'd like to try to get everybody on here as much as we can.
I have no idea how many people are watching right now, but the fact that like 50% of them are from New Hampshire, very surprising.
That is we got 7 watching on the main feed, and then some indeterminate number from other channels here. Oh, and Tellico Village, Rebellious Roads. I was in Loudon today. I will actually be in Tellico Village on Wednesday looking at some china, because I am the China King of Knoxville. So
he is. There is no question.
But you know, though, Stuart, Tellico Village is pretty much now extreme West Knoxville. If you want to be honest about Lenore City, that whole area is just about become West Knoxville indeed, you know. Oh, there you go, Johnny.
Josh and Tara.
The IKEA bag in Nashville.
Oh my God, yes, we stole their IKEA bag.
Shit, they said
Josh, Tara, we owe you.
Tell.
So we're at the Nashville meetup, and we go to the bins, right? And of course, like, Frizz is just finding stuff left and right, but she needs a bag just to keep everything in. So she's like, I'm gonna ask if somebody has an IKEA bag we can borrow. So go over to Josh and Tara, borrow their IKEA bag, and then there was like a game meetup after at like an arcade or something, and we're like, oh, you guys are going to that? We're going to, like, we'll meet you guys there and we'll give you the bag back, right? So we end up staying at the bins a little bit too long, and then we're like, we're gonna skip the game thing. And then, like, halfway through the night, Lizzie was like, oh my God, we were supposed to give this IKEA bag back.
Quirky Picker Chad, you should be over on our Finders Flippers Resell podcast channel. That's the one you should be watching. I think if he's wanting to get in the giveaways, right? Is that right, Stuart?
Yep.
Yep. So you want to move over to that one over there. Just come on over to that one to answer your question. She messaged them and tried to mail it.
Yeah, I bless her heart. She's very sweet. But yeah, we owe you guys. Next time we run in at some kind of an event, we owe you guys something. Nothing like just getting your old IKEA bag shipped back to you. So we owe you better. We owe you one better than that.
Right. All right. Chad is here now. Good, Chad. Glad to have you in. Happy Picker said, congrats on hitting 300 subs, going to hit 1,000 in no time. Of course, we are already up to 326, like we had mentioned earlier. Johnny, let's kind of talk about the Nashville meetup. We got to meet a lot of people down there. Of course, I was only down there on Saturday.
Guys, we got to meet each other.
Yes, we did. Stuart didn't get a chance to go. Stuart did not get a chance to go. But we were able to make it down and meet up with Johnny. Johnny, was I as tall as you thought? Or
yes, because we had talked about it previously, but had I not known that would have really thrown me for a loop. Because you only look like 6'1" on the pod, but a little taller in person.
Well, these are shortening. I mean,
It's
we're already in what, a 2x3.
Kind of surprising. Wes's head even fits in you're not just seeing him from the neck down. He's so tall.
I need to slide back just a little bit.
He's just on one of those like kindergarten chairs.
Yeah, mine is. Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Josh, you
had
guys
a
picked
great
up
time.
some Eileen West. Guys, that is a little bolo for you. Eileen West. Frizz always likes to say, don't sleep on sleepwear. But Eileen West, that is your sleepwear brand that you guys should be picking up. So, Wes, when you're in the Goodwill, go through the women's nightgowns.
Eileen West. It's a nightgown, correct?
Yeah. They're
See,
very
Chad
like,
is very flowing,
just very like grandma.
very grandma.
Mhm.
Have you modeled it for your wife before and said,
Oh,
"Yeah,
all
I
the
like
time.
this
Yeah,
one."
that's
All the time.
absolutely. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Chad says my mic sounds better. That's good. I've got one of those blue mics now. Chad,
You're
I know
not
I'd
crackling
interviewed
tonight.
him. Well,
That sounds like Rice Krispies some nights. So
I'm in a different setup now. I'm back here in this part.
Oh, yeah. I just
So-
assumed that was your kitchen.
Well, no, it's not my kitchen. I'm in my office. But I need to show you one reason why I'm in here. This big hole now here is
Mhm.
where my big old clock sat.
oh yeah, tell
Wow.
everybody about that sale. That was pretty incredible.
It was pretty neat. Ended up selling it. I think I took an offer at $250. I had it up for $300. I think it's $300 something. I can't remember. But anyway, they took it for $250. It's currently in transit, so I'm holding my breath because it's just one of those things you want to get there and then everything be okay. We packaged it and then repackaged it as best we could. But when you're dealing with glass and stir, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you ship that stuff because it's nerve wracking to me.
Polymailer.
Yeah, I just put
I mean,
everything.
yeah,
in
I just make sure the poly mailer I use has plenty of bubbles in it. That's, so I did go and do a thing today.
No.
What's your
I
thing?
signed up. I put an application in for a 4th booth location. So
4.
I'm expanding my empire in the Knoxville area. I don't know if I'll get the booth. There may be a wait list or something, but yeah, I'll be going from 3 to 4 booths here.
So is this in a completely different location than any of your other ones?
No, it's actually I'm at Bearden Antique Mall and West End Antiques, which are like 2 miles from each other off Kingston Pike here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Johnny.
Visit Knoxville.com.
So the one where I put the application, I told them I would give them a shout out on our show tonight. I thought maybe that would help them give me like top consideration for a booth. The new one's going to be at Nostalgia. Well, if I get accepted, would be at Nostalgia, which is literally almost right next door to Bearden Antique Mall. So I figured I've got plenty of stuff, and that way I won't have to, I can just make the loop real easily and drop stuff off. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I get that. And that'll actually be the equivalent of, I have 2 booths at Granny's and then 1 at Bearden and West End. So that'll be my 5th booth in 4 locations. So
wow.
The Franklin Hill Ventures empire is
I love it.
taking over Knoxville. So
I mean, Harry Tornado with 400,000 subscribers can't keep a booth open, but no one does it quite like Stuart.
Well, Happy Pigger just said, "Wow, your booths must be much more profitable than the ones here."
No,
so go ahead.
They do well here in Knoxville. I mean, I have one Clinton, which is north of town, and that's a lot of transient, like tourist type people coming through off the interstate. Knoxville gets a lot of tourist traffic as well, people going to the mountains. But then you combine the West Knoxville booth. There's also Sequoia Hills, which is the old money section of Knoxville. So you get a lot of interior decorators coming in. So it's a good mix of people. Like I don't sell a ton of bigs. I do sell a lot of artwork, some smaller furniture. But for the most part, my stuff tends to be smaller. So I'm definitely doing a lot of volume, especially in Clinton. I mean, I'm easily doing, well over, usually $1,000 to $1,200 every month there, if not more. And that's, $12 to $20 at a time. So it's a lot of volume. And, then I'll mix in the occasional $60 to $150 sale to go along with that. But so.
Hey, Sam.
Yep. Samantha from Consignment Chats. Welcome in.
Hello, Samantha. How are you?
Our favorite Canadian.
David says more boosts, more money, Stuart.
More money. That's right.
Mo booths,
I mean,
mo problems. I think that's what Biggie's saying about.
As long as I can keep, a desired margin at each one. I mean, and I try to do anywhere between 30 to 50% margin after booth rental fees, cost of goods sold, theft, whatever's involved with that. And, generally I hit a minimum of 30 and that's kind of my goal. So.
All right, Stuart, give me one reason to try to open a booth and one reason not to.
Well, the reason to do it is that it gives you an outlet for a lot of things that can't easily be sold online. So, artwork, furniture, in my case, like LPs, vinyl LPs that aren't necessarily in collectible condition. I have I used to try to sell those online and you just don't get enough money to make it worth it, but I can put in my booth for $8. So just to summarize what I just said, just the ability to sell things that you otherwise would not have a good market for. As far as not doing it, I would say it would be, well, if it can be, I guess, very area specific. Like if you live in an area that doesn't have the right kind of population to support an antique booth, I guess that could be a problem, but there may not even be one in your area. I would guess if you don't feel you have enough time to devote to it, because it is very important that you work your booths. I go at least once a week to every one, and even if I don't take anything new, you just move it from this shelf to that shelf, and a lot of times that'll make things sell. So it's not just set up a booth and forget it. I mean, you're not going to be successful if you do that. Right. So
how often would you say you work your booth?
Well, I'm usually there at least once a week, usually twice a week for my 2 Knoxville booths, once a week in Clinton. And then I also work twice a month in Clinton and then twice a month at West End. So, and the benefit of working, you get this, you meet a lot of people. I've gotten so many sourcing opportunities from people coming in that have stuff to sell, or, you just get to talking to them and, oh, my grandmother's getting ready to move, or, my grandmother passed away or whatever. So, I've developed so many connections through having those to get things. Because really, if you're trying to do this full time, it's hard to make a living just by going to the thrift shop and yard sales. You just to get enough. I have people calling me, usually at least once a week. I get a call from somebody who's got something to sell. So,
all right. Hello to Susan Phelps.
Hey, Susan.
Glad I made the live. Hey, everyone. How you doing, Susan? Glad you're in here with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I would like to open a booth, but the time commitment, like you say, and I know how Johnny feels about it. So I'm in the middle part. Johnny's in the absolute no. Stuart's on the yes for sure.
If you decide to start one, I'll be glad to help you, Wes, get, put together a strategy. And, sometimes you just got to jump in and, give it a couple of months and see if it works. And, but yeah, well, if you decide to do it, let me know.
I will.
Stuart, would you sabotage his store?
I would not.
As he says
another reason to have a booth, Wes, that I forgot is to be able to sell Wes's Beanie Babies.
Oh, true statement. When are we ever going to make that handoff?
We need to.
I want my $2.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know the story,
$2.
Wes bought like every Beanie Baby known to man at a yard sale a couple of years ago.
No. My very first estate sale.
Okay.
Very first.
And Wes was having trouble moving them, so I put him in my booth at $5 a piece, or 3 for $12, I think it was. And we motored through however many he gave me the first time. And I gave Wes almost enough money to go to Crystal, but no, I gave you like what? Well, I haven't given you the rest of it, but total, what will I've given you by the time I give you all the money? It's more than you paid by a lot.
I think the first one you gave me $35 or something like that.
I think I owe you another at least 35 or 40. So
yeah, I got my boys. They're gonna start showing up at your booth one day.
Yeah, and for everybody watching,
keep in mind
that was us splitting at 50-50. So there is money in Beanie Babies.
Where's my money?
You have the right outlets. So
my money.
Where's my money?
I need my money. I need my money.
Happy
Oh,
Picker
man.
would call Beanie Babies a Nolo, but Wes is proving they're a Bolo.
Hey, you can do it if you know the right people, I think.
How many Princess Diana Beanie Babies does it take to make $70?
But you hear some people talk about it though. Oh, you can sell them if it's the right ones. I mean, do you?
Look at that, guys.
Honestly,
look at this. Quirky Picker Chad. He's shipping them to
Oh,
you.
ship them now. Ship them now. And Stuart and I we're going to split
Hey,
it.
Chad, I will send you my standard Beanie Baby consignment agreement that I already have set up. I had
Ship it
my
to him.
lawyer draft that before I sold them for Wes, so I'll send one over to you. So.
Move over, consignment chats. there's a new king of consignment.
He doesn't quite pay on time though, Chad. So be ready. He says, "Oh yeah, sure, we'll get together." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, if Wes had Venmo, I mean, like any 21st century person,
else
I would have paid him a long time ago.
Hey, did I mention I'm a grandfather? Did I ever mention that? I am.
Yes, you did.
Stuart's just like, you guys got any more of those Beanie Babies?
So, just real quick, let's see who the super fans in the audience might be. I have a couple of trivia questions here. I thought they might be fun just to ask, just for fun. Let's just see who might know.
We can actually get him a sticker, Johnny. Maybe.
Well, if Johnny wants to give him a sticker, that's fine. Oh, yeah, we do have the sticker. Okay, so this will be each answer will be for a sticker. So Johnny will get with you. So first off, first one to answer in the chat is We See It. So what platform were both Johnny and me kicked off of? I think we talked, I don't know what episode we talked about that in. Actually, we were bitter about it in several episodes. So
I also have an update on that.
There we go. Happy Picker, I see, came in with Depop is the correct answer. So
Happy Picker gets that.
Hold
that real close to Johnny. Hold that up real close so we get a good look at that sticker they're getting. Look at that.
So you get a sticker.
You get a sticker. Hit them with another one, Stuart.
Guys, I have something to confess though.
What's
You're
that?
back on Depop.
We got an email this week.
Oh, you got reinstated.
Reinstated, huh?
We are back on Depop.
I didn't even try. I mean, I sold one thing on Depop.
We didn't even try.
8 months.
We didn't even try. We got an email from Depop slid into our DMs and then asked us if we were selling on Depop, and we're like, "No, you banned us." And then they ghosted us for a week. And we were like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of crappy, but whatever." And then we got an email that our account had been reinstated. 3 minutes later, we got a warning email for one of our items. 3 minutes later. So we put our store on vacation mode, and now we need to figure out what the heck to do next.
Wow.
Hey,
Pat Dees is in here. What's going on? Hey Pat, how are you doing? How you doing, Pat?
So what's the over-under on how long you're on Depop before you get kicked off again, Johnny?
My dad is actually in the hospital. He had open heart surgery on Tuesday. So I've been going back and forth to the hospital and just checking on him, and my mom's been staying with him. So Lizzie calls me while I'm out, like running an errand for them. And she's like, "You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Look at the email." And I'm like, "We just got a warning." She's like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Depop sent us a warning about one of our items." She's like, "They did?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Look at the email before that." And it was that we got reinstated.
That is wild. Maybe it's because they saw you on this podcast and said, "This is what it was."
That's what it is. They're knowing that you're an up and comer, Johnny. So they're going to start hitching their.
They're like, "Listen, we can't have tens of people finding out that."
Hey, be careful about running marathons. My son-in-law was running in a marathon over the weekend and had a heat stroke and ended up in the ICU. So yeah, be careful. He's fine. So, but I was thinking about running a marathon, but for that reason, I've decided not to. So, All right. So second trivia question. We have Happy Pickers getting a sticker. What
Number 2.
sport is Johnny a pro at? At least in his own mind.
Yeah,
Or he
in
at
his
least
mind
plays,
anyway.
or at least he's in a league. So he's better than Wes and I, probably.
We're going to find out once we get to 500.
Ooh, Breeze Flippers came through with the bowling.
Oh, David.
Good guess on the pickleball. I had to retire from pickleball, Pat. You know, it's supposed to be for older people who can't move around much, but when you're really competitive like I am, I got out there and I was hurting myself every time I tried to play. So,
Yeah,
All
when
right.
we get to 500 subscribers, Johnny, you're coming over the mountain. We're going to do the bowling.
I do not like to be, just, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Cocky and arrogant. But dare I say, like, top 5 bowlers in all of reselling. I mean, I'm just gonna throw myself out there, guys. I don't like to brag. I was captain of the high school bowling team. I mean, I don't normally throw that out there. But
wow, there's something else we had in common, Johnny. I bowled in high school as well. I mean, that's what all the really cool kids did.
Yeah. I can attest to that.
I do have my own ball and shoes that were purchased in 1991. So that's how long ago I bought my ball and my shoes. So
Quirky
right,
Picker
next
Chad
question.
coached high school bowling.
Your dad did?
No, Quirky Picker Chad.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just said it in the comment.
Cool. Yeah,
hey, Johnny, I don't know if you saw it. Rebellious Roads Resell said you can repay them by putting a good word for them because they got kicked off Depop too. I don't know if you saw that comment or not.
So, guys, I don't know what's happening. I've seen a couple messages, but the person that messaged us on Instagram, their name was Lucy. I don't know if Lucy's an intern for the summer, but it now may be the time to reach back out and try to get reinstated. So if Depop has done you wrong, now may be the time to get back in.
All right, next trivia question for another sticker. How tall is Wes? We've mentioned it in a couple episodes.
Please know this. Hit it right on the head. Come on, folks.
Let's see what the first guess. You're going to have to look at these, Wes, because I don't remember exactly how tall you are. I think I know.
Well, I can tell you as soon as I see it. Susan Phelps comes in at 6'3". That is close, but not correct.
Quirky Picker
says 6'8". Rebellious Railroad 6'7". Happy Picker 6'4". First time here, Collectible Oddities Resell. Thank you so much for joining us. Breeze Flippers. Come on, David. 6'1". Oh, my word.
Got to keep going.
He is getting older. He's shrinking.
I'm starting to fold in on myself. So.
Are you accounting for the hair there, Wes?
Yeah, you have to add the hair now. Wow.
6'10".
6'10". I do have a brother at 6'10".
We've been all around it. 6'9". Susan Phelps.
6'9". Boy, we're dancing all over it. 8'5". I like that.
He's 8'5". He's 8'5".
Is 6'9" not right?
I'll give you a hint. Let's see. Oh, Brenda Williams at 6'5". Oh,
wait,
so
I thought
close,
you were
Brenda.
6'4".
No.
6'5" is right.
Oh, so close. Nope.
Did anybody say 6'6"?
Nobody has said that.
Oh, well, they haven't.
Nope.
Somebody say it. There we go.
Frizzy's fines, but you don't get it, Johnny. Too bad. Somebody top in. There you go, Brenda.
There you go, Brenda.
Brenda Williams comes in 6'6". That is correct.
And all right, so
Carrie,
one more.
I have to say hi to Carrie the Desert Mermaid. She's out in Vegas. Stuart, with your buddy Mikey Bags of Money out there. But yeah, Carrie from Buffalo, the Buffalo to you, my dear. Hope you are well.
Collectible Oddities. My shoe size is a size 14, by the way. So, yeah, folks, if you want to get in on these little things where we can see your comments, you have to be on the Finder Flippers Resell podcast on YouTube for us to see your comments. I know Johnny's you're looking at some things on yours.
I can see them in the StreamYard, but if you want
whatever you're all looking at,
if you want to get on the giveaway at the end of the show for Slugger here,
right?
You'll have
That's
to be
what I
on
meant,
YouTube
Slugger.
So you can put your
and the hat up there too. the
So,
hat.
Well, I tell you what, that's good enough for. I was going to ask this trivia question, but nobody's going to get it. But if you haven't watched this episode, the last question I was going to ask, and if anybody gets it, we'll send you a sticker. But it's what guess did we think died live on air?
That just about made us nervous, didn't it, Johnny?
Yeah, it was one of
it was a
funniest
little
episodes
unsettling.
we've ever had. So, and it was Penguin Boss Lillian from Whatnot. So if you haven't seen that episode, go watch it because her and Marlo were hilarious. We had a failed game of Mad Libs that Johnny really liked.
Oh God,
See,
Mad
isn't
Libs,
that-
maybe the worst game ever created.
Isn't that next? Weren't we going to do Mad Libs next? I need an adverb,
will
Johnny.
never.
I
I
need
will
an
leave
adverb.
this If Mad Libs comes back on this podcast, I will never show up again.
Hey, Collectible Oddities, I do that all the time, especially when I'm in the store, and they'll say, "Hey, can you get that off the top shelf?" So I'll make a deal with you. If you can grab whatever's on the bottom shelf for me, we can work that out.
All right. Hey, do y'all want me to go ahead and post the link to the StreamYard for anybody who wants to come on?
Oh,
We thought-
also, guys, if you won, if you did win, I am me on Frizzy's Finds on our IG page, and just send your address or your PO box so I can get these to you.
All right, I'm going to
Everything's
put the
very cool.
StreamYard link in the chat on YouTube, so you won't see this unless you're over on our main YouTube page. I'm going to pin it to the top. But if anybody wants to come on, just chat with us a little bit. We'll bring you on, have you on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then as many of y'all just want to come on and talk, it'd be great. So,
Yeah,
Lori,
I'm
you
posting
love
the link.
Mad Libs, guys. Lori, Happy Picker loves Mad Libs.
yeah, it's not Johnny's favorite thing.
That was the worst game I've ever played in my life.
The funniest moment when you said something, they said something about math, and you went, "Uh-oh," or something to
They
that
were-
effect.
It was like name an adverb, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No.
You're like,
Mm.
uh-oh. So yeah, there's the stream. If anybody wants to come in and join us for a little while, come here and say hey and get on the show with us if you would like to come in.
But I will say, so my stepson is graduating from high school in 2 weeks. So the in-laws are coming next week. And when the in-laws are in town, we do get Mexican trained dominoes going quite aggressively. And I am a sucker for some Mexican trained dominoes. So I will play that, but I will not play Mad Libs.
Yeah, maybe for our 500th episode, we can play some Mexican trained dominoes. Because I'm pretty competitive at it too. That
Are
might
you?
make it entertainment.
Johnny, on the 500th though, we have to do Mad Libs again. I just want to see you swim.
No,
a little
I will
bit.
not. I will not play.
You're not
that.
as confident with that as you are bowling, are you?
No. I don't know what an adjective is. So
We'll ask Johnny for adverbs and conjunctions and all those very obscure grammatical terms. So
Collectible Oddities, you don't have to know anything about what to talk about. Just come on in for a second. Come say hi.
show us your bedroom.
Yeah, show us your bedroom. There's one for you, Johnny.
Oh, Brenda. So funny story about that. I actually sold Lizzie's rain jacket like 2 weeks ago. I was in the garage because that's where we keep all our inventory, and I was straightening up, and I was like, wow, this is a really nice North Face jacket. Why is this not listed? I'm like, I'm gonna list this thing. And so I listed it. It sold in a couple days. And Lizzie was like, you just sold my rain jacket. I go, what was it doing in the garage? And she's like, oh, I just put it down when I was coming in the house. I was like, oh, sorry. So it's been pouring here all week. And of course, she's like, boy, it'd be nice to have a rain jacket.
Hey, heads up, Johnny. It's pouring here right now. So
Is it?
hey, we got our first person coming in. Can y'all want to guess who it is? Take a guess.
David Beckham.
Oh,
Of
right
course.
on cue.
Hey,
Right
guys.
on cue.
Mr. Popular himself, David.
Oh,
Beckham.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
The
Yeah.
AI king of reselling.
Yeah.
Yeah, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while, guys. So,
Well, like I like to say, a broken clock's right twice a day, right?
exactly. So, yeah.
So,
it was
David,
great.
we've been seeing all the work that's been going on for you. Kind of fill us in. What's been happening real quick? Let us know. Let everybody know what's happening with you.
Just it was kind of funny. A couple weeks ago, I put out just one of my normal videos, and it went viral for me. And I don't know why or how, but I've gone over 18,000 views and on the channel, awesome. And grew 400 and something subscribers, and it's great. And I actually am having fun. I get a lot of comments now, a lot of people talking, and that's what's this all about, right? I'm trying to. It's been a while. I've been trying to define what I want to be, whether I want to be someone who kind of teaches and helps, or do I just want to talk about stuff, and doing a little bit of both, but it's been fun. So I've been having a good time. So it's fun. Got to be on, I always love it when I'm on your guys' podcast. So it's always fun. And then I was on Nashville Flippers. That was really exciting too.
Yeah, you were on the regular one, then you were on the After Dark as well.
Yeah. Y'all need to do an After Dark one, get the raw side of you guys. So I was actually pretty good on the After Dark one. I wasn't bad at all. So
good question, David. So so I know you had the one video that went viral, like you said. I mean, what would be your best guess? Because we had a similar experience with one of the shorts we uploaded. It got like 6,000 or 7,000 views. And I mean, it was wild. You could tell it was going to go viral as soon as you uploaded, because immediately it was like 500, 1,000, 1,500. And then, you think, what did I do that caused that?
Right.
And how do I replicate it?
Yeah, that's been the hard part, guys. I mean, in all the research and everything that I've looked at, it's been tough because honestly, it did not start that way. That's what was weird. It was the weekend before we had a big garage sale. We were trying to sell off a bunch of my daughter's stuff, and because she's got to get ready to move pretty soon. So I put the video out on a Thursday morning, and it was just like, it got a little bit of traction. But then Friday it started picking up. Like I thought, what is going on? And then Saturday it was just churning. Like I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what did I say? I went back and analyzed it. I've used ChatGPT to analyze this video to see what I said, and I don't know. I don't know how to replicate it. I have been trying to figure that out. So I got another one coming out today. It's not about ChatGPT, but I think it's about something controversial. So something I heard on another podcast about payments being withheld until items are delivered on eBay. And so anyway, I talked about that today. That's going to be the next one. So we'll see what it does. But it seems like anytime, honestly, it seems like, so that one worked because I think it was because it didn't really mention ChatGPT. It mentioned the tool. And I think this one, the ones where I've mentioned prompts don't work as well. And then, but I think people like controversy, and they like, they like the, I don't know, just, I think they like anything that's controversial or anything about eBay. And if you talk about eBay being dead, that was the other one I did. I didn't say it was dead. I just said that's what people are saying. But that one went big too. So every once in a while, you got to get one every once in a while. I like I said, I cannot believe how well it did. But I was happy with it. It's not, again, this isn't my focus. I mean, everything I'm doing, reselling and everything else has been more of my focus. So. Because we've been having a lot of auctions recently on DibDit, and those have been going really well. So eBay sales are slow. I don't know how you guys' eBay sales are, but they've been really slow. So, and it's not that we don't have good stuff. It's just some of the stuff that I think we have isn't really what people are looking for. I have a lot of collectibles and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, so,
we have to kind of see.
And if you're not subscribed to David, go over to Breeze Flippers and give him a subscribe and watch all his videos and see what the viral sensation over there has been up to. So.
I've met a lot of really nice people on there, to be honest with you. And it's kind of funny because I'm actually getting thumbs down and thumbs up, which is kind of weird. So you're getting kind of the both, but
I think when you start to get like a little negativity in there like that, you almost want that.
Yeah.
Because like you're hitting another like level.
Exactly. Yeah. You get people that hate watch you, and that.
Yeah.
It's okay too. So, because they're there. But I mean, Johnny, your channel, I watched you guys. You guys are kind of blown up too. So doing great. So
Yeah, but
noticed your
business has
numbers
been
were
good
really
lately. But Lizzie put out a reel last week, and it's up to 462,000 views.
That's incredible.
And
wow.
That's awesome.
it just got nasty. Once she hit like 175,000, the comments just went straight nasty, like just awful. But you knew it was like she was upset about it because like she was taking everything to heart. And I was like, you should be excited about this because now you've hit, you've gone out of the algorithm. And like YouTube is very safe. Like you don't get, like, there's some hate in YouTube, but at least in our niche, it's pretty small. And like whenever we get like a snippy comment, it's really never that bad. But man, you start getting Facebook and IG. Holy man, they are nasty.
The haters come out of the woodwork, and it's
a whole different crowd.
And it like I was really taken back by it because it's like just women, like, not that guys were any better or anything, but it's just women cutting down women, and I'm like, what in the world? Like, guys, like, it's a girl thrifting. It can't bring up that much hate. If you have that much hate in your heart, you've got bigger issues to deal with.
Happy Figure says you get the big time when people get nasty, Johnny.
It's true. It's true.
It is.
Even on a smaller scale, the video I did, the little short the other day about the puzzles, and it went up to like 7,000-8,000, which I was real excited about that. But it got like 10 dislikes. And, and at first I was like, why are people, how can you dislike Sesame Street? And it seems communist to me or something. But, then I thought, well, it just means people are watching it. And I guess out of 7,000 views, if 10 people didn't like it, that's not bad. But it's hard not to take that stuff personally, though. These weren't even comments. It was just a thumbs down. So
I think I've been in the business world long enough now that, I'm used to people not liking you. So, it just happens.
We have another one in here, Collectible Oddities. Hello, Collectible Oddities. How are you today?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. Just tired.
I understand.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
What's going on in the collectible oddity realm?
Well, I barely started YouTube like 2 weeks ago, so
okay.
It's good,
but
man.
I've been reselling for like 2 years now.
Okay.
But it's a very selective type of store, so it's probably like only like 100 or 200 items at a time on at any time.
Yeah.
So tell us what kind of stuff you sell then. I mean, I assume by your name it would be more in the like oddities.
Yeah,
realm.
it's very niche.
Man, no getting by you, Stuart.
Especially
He's too sharp.
Nothing from this live. There you go.
Man, woo, that guy is sharp.
Some type of oddities,
Oh, that's cool.
So
it's very niche.
So specifically, what types of things? I mean, if you don't want to say, that's fine. But I was just curious.
Yeah, I can. It's mostly like I started with like rare comic books at first.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to like rare cards or just rare knickknacks and items.
Okay.
Like right now, I found some old anatomy from like the 50s, like anatomy models.
Yeah, those can go for a ton.
And I found like a bunch for like $20 at a garage sale.
Oh wow!
And it turns out one of them is worth like $2,000.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
that's really good.
And they got them from like a lawyer's office or something because they used them in court for like I guess display purposes or whatever with their cases.
Wow.
And I cleaned them up. I put them on. I barely got them like literally 2 weeks ago. So,
That's
but
awesome.
I don't expect them to move that fast because they're I put them for that much. So I don't know. They might sit there waiting for the right person.
And you said these are on eBay?
Yeah.
So is your store on eBay, Collectible Oddities, as well? If you want to give that a shout out?
Yeah, it's the same name.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can have you on as a guest sometime because that sounds like, I mean, I'm sure we could fill a whole hour easily talking about selling oddities because I find that fascinating.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
I find
and
all
comic
kinds of
books.
stuff.
Comic books are right up my alley.
Yeah,
So,
comic books. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I do a lot of. I actually a huge amount of comic books I sell every week live and on eBay for those. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah, I
that
used
begs
to
a good,
sell.
so that begs a good question. What's the strangest thing that everybody sold? I did sell a taxidermy frog one time, like holding a guitar,
Oh my
which was
God.
pretty odd. But I think I sold it for like
Taxidermy.
$60. So
Most of the stuff I've sold is pretty vanilla. I've really sold
Yeah,
anything weird.
no.
Do you see the
Oh.
comment down there? What Happy Picker sold?
Yeah, I've definitely never sold that.
Oh
Lori.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, you do sell everything. Oh my gosh.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
I always surprise my mother with the things I sell on eBay. She's like, why would someone want that? And why would they give you $200 for it?
Yeah, the weirder the better.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great.
I
What
don't
kind
know
of
if we've ever
cards,
sold anything weird.
I know,
Yeah,
me
I
neither.
don't
I'm
think
trying
I
to
have
think.
either.
I can't think of
Collectible
anything
Oddities.
else.
What kind of cards do you sell?
Cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic,
Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
More on the side that's worth something. Like for my store, I usually don't sell anything under $20 or $25.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have items that are worth more than $25 on at any time.
That's a good plan.
Now, do you get those graded?
No,
You do not.
I just
Okay.
sell raw.
I got you.
did you see Happy Picker's comment? That's pretty oddity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where?
yeah.
Oh, the vagina.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I sold something similar to that one time. I used to have this Goodwill I went to, and I went so often they knew me, and every once in a while they'd have things they couldn't sell in the store, so they'd bring me to the back room, and they had a douche from the 1920s still in the package, and they just gave it to me because they
Oh my
we
gosh.
can't sell this, and
Oh,
it's
Like,
sold,
just
it's
a
sold
summer's
Eve.
for
But
it sold for $125 on eBay. So
yeah, I was gonna say people collect.
What?
that kind
I
of
mean,
stuff.
it's
weird.
just
I mean,
Could
I
you
should
imagine
never-
me
I
like, do you
shouldn't
want
be
to come over
surprised.
and see my douche collection?
Oh,
Cindy Rowland says, I found a pair of handmade crocodile shoes with eyes on each side made by
They had the
Ramona.
eyes on them.
Oh no.
Have you seen Crocs that actually tie up? Have y'all seen those?
the shoes?
No.
They actually have
Like
laces
Crocs,
on them.
like the rubber
Yeah.
things.
Never
Mhm.
seen them.
I've seen one pair. They had the actual laces on them.
Oh
Now
wow.
somebody probably could have put that in, but they look like they were made from the company. So I'm not sure.
Guys, Collectible Oddities has given me an idea. What
Huh.
is anybody in the reselling world doing like a radio call-in show?
No.
well, they
What
do
if
have
we
swap
what if we
shops.
made what if we made it like a radio a call-in show?
Caller on line 3. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, join
Like
the chat.
sellers,
Talk about
like
stuff
sellers
and
come, resellers calling
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. It
You're-
would just be resellers calling in.
Yeah,
do it
just have
that way.
resellers calling all the time.
We
Yeah.
just do it like a morning, like like your morning show, on whatever Knoxville.com radio station there is.
Like on the weekend or something.
Yeah.
Is it like a
It'd
be
swap?
like
Isn't
the
it a
quiet-
swap?
Like on a Saturday
Like
morning.
the reseller
Yeah.
quiet storm. And we can get sound effects.
Yeah.
And they can tell stories of their hunts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or-
Wouldn't be on
or
Saturday
like-
for me.
Like, are you having problems with your eBay sales? Call us. We'll chat.
Yeah. Car talk.
We'll,
like
we'll tell you what
chat.
you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. That might be an idea. That's the next podcast, guys.
We're starting it.
Yeah.
We're changing
Collectible
formats,
Oddities,
guys.
we
We're now a
appreciate you
call-in
coming
show.
in. Collectible Oddities, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
thanks,
in
man.
to
It
our
was a
podcast
pleasure.
and join us.
No, thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Subscribe
You
to
have
your
a
channel.
great
I
evening.
subscribe to your channel
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank
So
you.
everybody
I have like
give
40
him a
subs. So,
subscribe
yeah, I
as
barely
well.
started.
that's good.
That's awesome, man. Got to start
Gotta start
somewhere.
We'll try to bump you up.
Yeah. Thank you,
You'll
guys.
pass this channel in no
Have a good
time,
evening.
so keep at it.
Yeah.
I mean, David's sitting here. He did. So, all right, you take
5
care.
years.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Man, that was
Very
awesome.
cool. Yeah, it was.
It felt like we were on a radio show. He was calling in.
Yeah. He said he had been at only a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
On selling
on
YouTube.
On
whatever.
YouTube. Yeah, he's got 42 subscribers. That's good. Hey,
So maybe we can
yeah.
get Ryan here to go help him.
Don't start
bump him up.
subscribing too quickly. He'll pass us way too quickly.
Yeah,
Just
we've got
Yeah.
14 people watching on the main feed. So if everybody there will go subscribe to him, that'll get him over 50. So
yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. It's like
Give him a little bump.
every 50 is like a hurdle, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I sat there for the longest time at 198, and I was like, oh, I'm never going to make it. This is
all
weird.
right. Do we want to tell people about how to enter this giveaway now? We got about probably 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes or so left, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Go
you
ahead.
got to be on the main feed to do this. So if you're not
Yeah, guys,
watching
come
over
over-
on the
come over
Finders
to the
Flippers
Finders
Resell
Flippers.
podcast live, go over there and you're going to type #Slugger. This is Slugger. So, but you got to put the hashtag in front of it. Type that in the chat. And then we're going to watch Wes struggle through how to use the giveaway tool.
There's
on
no struggle.
StreamYard. Yeah. It'll be the first
Hey,
time
show
we've
the
ever
bottom
used
of
it.
Slugger there, Stu.
It'll look like that. It'll look like that.
Oh yeah,
We
and
found
then this
something.
signed by all the Finders Flippers.
Yep.
And
I put something of a stopper in
it
there.
was,
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that.
Wes
Yeah.
repaired it, and
He's got
so all right.
oh, Slugger's got a nice
Oddities
little
is
bottom to him.
in. Yeah, just type #Slugger in the chat, and what we'll probably are we gonna give away the hat too? So
Yes.
I guess we'll run it twice. So the first time we run it will be for the hat.
It's signed
Like
as well,
Mrs.
so it may have devalued all of that. So
Although these are collectible now because they are no longer the Tennessee Smokies, they're now the Knoxville Smokies because they moved to a new stadium here in downtown. But yeah,
we have another one
Oh.
wanting to come in here with us real quick, Stuart. The A
All right.
store. Gonna bring the A store in. I think that's right. The G
That's
store.
a
Sorry.
G.
The G store.
Well, I the bottom of it was cut off on my screen. The G store.
Those glasses aren't working.
Yeah. Well, I am a referee, Johnny. So,
We would
so
expect
the G
you to
store,
miss
talk
those
to us.
things.
You're
G
on
store,
live.
caller,
Go
go ahead.
caller. You're muted right now, the G store. So
Yeah, unmute yourself. Hold on here.
This is the
Oh, my
magic
God.
of live television.
Hi.
There we
there
go.
we go.
Hi, G
Hey there.
store.
Are you there,
I don't
G
know
store?
how this works.
Oh,
You're
we can
doing
hear.
it. You're
You're good. We
doing
can
it.
We
You're
can
doing
hear
it,
you
G
now.
store. Are you there?
G store. You were there.
Yeah,
She
we heard
muted
you.
herself.
back.
There we go.
Oh, hello.
Hey
Hi.
there.
Hi.
Caller,
Talk to us,
go
G
ahead.
store.
G store. Do you resell?
Yes, I do. Mainly through Mercari.
Oh,
What?
Oh wow. I sell
interesting.
like one
G-
thing on Macari every 45 days. So.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, that is actually impressive.
Yeah.
So what,
What
kind of stuff
things
do
do
you
you sell
sell?
on Mercari?
It's very right now. I have pretty much like Funkos and some of my personal bags and clothes. I haven't really found like an actual niche, but it varies, to be honest.
Do
Hey, that's the
you
best way to do it.
do you do free shipping on Mercari, or do you pick the weird weight things?
We pick off from the weights.
The drop downs,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Even if you
Mhm.
offer free shipping, it's still expensive because you have to pay for the shipping. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just let
Yeah, we-
Mercari do its thing.
Yeah, we do free shipping on Macari, but we don't use their shipping because it's like the biggest, most expensive shipping I've ever seen. We use Pirate Ship to just print our own labels, but yeah, that's awesome to have a Macari seller because that is a platform I've never been able to get much traction on. I mean, I cross post everything to there just because it takes like an extra 2 seconds, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I just sell like a couple of things a month at most.
My
Mercari, like it's like, oh, you want to sell a 2-pound pair of shoes? That's $8.99. Oh, you want to sell a jacket? No, that's $18.99 for a
that is
jacket
very
for
true.
2 pounds.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard.
So-
That's
never.
very true.
So where are you located, G Store?
Florida.
Florida.
Oh,
Very
Down there
close
with
to
David.
Tampa.
Oh, okay.
You're away from me, a long way from me.
Yeah.
so I
He's
used
on
to
the
live
other
in
end.
Sarasota.
I'm almost in Alabama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been to Sarasota. It's a really good place to find
Mhm.
actually like treasures and stuff, to be honest.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, we always, whenever we go back to visit, that's where we get our thrift on.
Yeah. I'm like 40 minutes away from Sarasota. Like 30 from the actual Tampa area. I live kind of like in an area called Riverview, so it's not
Yeah.
close to Tampa, but it's still there.
Yep.
I used to
We
come
always
to,
got
I used to
confused
go to,
because we had a Riverview in
Ah.
Sarasota, and then there's Riverview like Tampa, and so people would say Riverview, and you'd never know what they were talking about.
Yeah. That place
I
is
used to go to
really fun.
Tampa every November to swim with the manatees. So that's an
Ooh.
awesome area down there. Yeah, Happy Picker says he sells more on Facebook Marketplace with shipping than I do on Mercari, and I will concur with that. Facebook Marketplace has been on fire for me lately, both
Mm.
with shipping and with people doing local pickup.
Yeah.
So yes, Collectible Oddities, they do buy stuff from
They do.
Facebook.
They do.
My boyfriend is also a Mercari seller, but he mostly does like Pokemon cards. And
Okay.
the people that buy off Mercari for Pokemon is pretty good. Like he usually
really?
gets a sale like every other day.
Wow.
So
Now, do you have a YouTube channel, G Store?
not yet. I mean, I do have
Okay.
YouTube, but I use it for, random stuff, but I haven't really done like a channel or video.
Okay. I was just, if you did, I was going to tell people to go subscribe to you, but
Oh, yeah.
Can
I'm
people
not there
follow
yet.
Uses
you
it to come
anywhere?
on
Are
people's
you on
wrists
IG
like
or anything? Can people
Yeah.
follow you anywhere?
I don't have an IG, but what I can do is if they aren't into Pokemon, I can give them my boyfriend's because he does have a IG for his little Funkos. Well, his little store.
Yeah.
It's Little Freddy Finds, and he has a pretty cool name too.
so is that Freddie with a Y or Freddie with an IE?
Yeah, Freddy with a Y. Little Freddy Finds.
Little
I put
Freddie
it in the-
Finds.
I put it in the chat too.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome.
Oh, got it. So yeah, so go follow Glenda's. So did I say your name right, Glenda's?
Yes, that's my actual name. Yes, Glenn.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
this
so go
sells
follow
over.
her boyfriend, Little Freddie Finds. Or Lil Freddie Finds.
Little
Little-
freak.
Little.
Little.
You'll have
Hey,
to
Stuart?
you'll have to
Thank you.
forgive Stuart. He's he's a little older. They
Yeah.
they say the whole word.
He is the oldest one on the podcast, I believe. So
Mhm.
there you go. So we'll give him a break. But the G Store, thank you so much for coming in tonight and joining us. We appreciate
Yeah, thanks
you.
for chatting.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I didn't know I joined you guys until you guys were calling my name on YouTube. That's why I was like, wait a minute, I'm confused. Where do I go?
Look at come
She
on,
was just
come
like,
on down.
what does this link do here? Oh, I'm on live with the Finders Flippers. So
Yeah, I actually
She-
I just clicked on YouTube and I saw you guys talking. It was live and I was like, hey, that looks fun. And I just went in there.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you follow
Yeah.
them. Make sure you follow them. This is a fun podcast.
That's awesome.
so.
Well, yeah, that was cool to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
All right. Have a great evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
oh, that was awesome.
Awesome. That's
We
so
lost
cool.
Wes.
Wes kicked himself out.
Yeah, it was
I just thought I'd go out
weird.
with it.
You're going away.
Our
It's like I'm done.
watchers
Johnny and
totally
Stuart have
shot up
taken
when
over.
Stuart
It was
signed
weird
off.
because the
and
screen
then-
went blink and then it blank and then it come right back. So that was weird. I'm just gonna step out, guys. It's been fun. Appreciate everything you
Yeah.
all do.
Thanks for
Golly.
coming in,
Brenda
Glenda.
said that the Tulsa area just got a Goodwill bins.
Mm.
Oklahoma, one of the few states I have not been to. I might need the Tulsa bins in my life.
Johnny, I was hoping that Mary McWayne and Happy Picker would come in since we did get to meet them at the Nashville Flippers meetup. But
Lori
I don't think we'll be able
commented
to get-
and said she was gonna hop on, but she doesn't like us enough to. I think that's what she said.
Okay, we don't have what they call clout. We don't have enough of it.
Yeah.
We do have David Beckham here now, though.
Yeah, you guys are stuck with me, so I'm
We're trying
sorry.
to cloud up a little bit.
So you're stuck with me. we have some fun. Wes, we got to talk next week. We got to see if you want to come on and do some auctions with me. So we have a lot of fun. That's
100%.
always a good time.
I think, let's see, Johnny, you're going to be gone for episode 67. Is that correct?
Yeah,
That's our next one.
I'll be
going
out
to
of
Florida.
town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right. So we're going to have David. He's actually going to join us and fill your spot.
Big shoes to
that
fill. Big shoes to fill for Johnny.
The honorary,
Good luck, buddy.
honorary fourth member of the Founder Slippers Resell podcast.
Honorary. You guys are awesome.
Hey, Wes, if you look at the giveaway tab, how many people do we have entered right now? It should tell
well,
you on the tab.
Let me
You
look
don't have to
over
share
there.
it. Just look at it.
There's 9 entries so far.
All right. So, yeah. So if you want to get in, we'll draw for the hat here maybe in about 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
Type the hashtag slugger in the chat on the main stream. It's not going to work if you're over on Johnny or Wes's channel or Facebook or anywhere else. You've got to come to the Founders Flippers.
Come on.
You know, I
in.
say that this is a StreamYard. It may work if you type it there. To be honest, I don't know because, but to be safe, type it over there. So
For sure.
and that's for the Tennessee Smokies autographed hat.
Autographed hat, man.
And just real quick too, I mean, appreciate everybody coming in tonight. If you are not subscribed to us, we'd really appreciate you both hitting the thumbs up on the live video and also giving us clicking the subscribe button. We're shooting to get to 400 and we'll do another live. And then once we get to 500, Johnny's going to come over the mountain from North Carolina to visit Knoxville.com. And we're going to,
he'll be coming
do a
around
live
the mountain when he
He'll
comes.
be coming around the mountain.
That's right.
man.
Hey, Sturt, can you
Just
share
trying
that
to
for
avoid-
Mary? She's wanting to know how. Oh, on the you,
here, let
you
me
put
just,
it up there.
here,
Okay,
hold
okay,
on.
you
I'll
go.
put, well, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I was going to say I'll put the link in the chat, but that's only going to be in the chat on YouTube, not for anybody else watching it. But yeah, if you just go to a Founders Flippers Resell podcast channel and just click on the live tab, then you should be able to come in that way. So,
And I just wanted to say, Brenda, thanks for the kind words. We appreciate that. It's been
Yeah.
a long week.
It has been a long week. Okay, Mary's in now. There we go.
Is Mary in?
She is in. Well, not talking with us, but she's in
She's
the
in the
comments.
live.
Up to
She's
10 entries
hashtag
now.
fluggered it.
Hashtag
she's-
sluggered it.
got it.
She's ready to knock it out of the park.
So, what y'all got coming up this week? Anything exciting? You start summer school, don't you, Wes?
I started
Or you
last
already-
week, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how long does that
We-
run?
It's 4 weeks. So I've got
And then-
3 to go.
And then, how much of a break do you get between summer school and when regular school starts back?
5 weeks.
Oh, okay. So,
So
yeah. So, for those who don't know, Wes
Honestly-
is a school teacher and a
Yeah.
referee. So,
honestly, after about 3 weeks, I'm done because I've got everything around the house caught up. I'm just like, you know what? I'm ready to get back to it. Let's go. So,
hey, now you got this reselling stuff, though, Wes.
I know that's true.
You should really have
You
the fever since you sold that clock too.
Well, the good news is like now, not last week we didn't do Memorial Day, so we worked Tuesday through Friday. Well, the next 3 weeks it's Monday through Thursday. That means I can get to an estate sale now for the next however many Fridays. See, at least 8. So you better be looking for me, Stuart. I'm gonna come up on you one day.
I'll grab
He's
something
gonna
out of your
come up
hands.
on you.
Have garage sales been good for you guys or anything around there?
No,
Um,
not for me.
we had one really good weekend. My wife and I went out and found a ton of stuff. Then we went out this last weekend and went to 3 neighborhood yard sales. And I don't know how neighborhood yard sales are where you are. Here they're real hit or miss. Like we had a really good one a couple weeks ago. I mean, it was all older people. They had out all kind of stuff that, was the kind of stuff I buy.
Yeah.
But then you go to most any newer neighborhoods and it's all kids' clothes and toys and stuff I don't do anything with at all. But
It's been slim pickings for us. I don't know what's going on around here. It's just been, I mean, I'm hopeful that things will pick up, but it's just been crazy. Like just nothing. Like I hit 5 sales yesterday. One neighborhood sale that had 4 sales, or maybe 5. I mean, it's just not much there. So it's just been, I don't know. It's just a weird year. Last year, spring was like insane. There was like sales, 20, 30 sales. I couldn't get to them all.
It hurt. It seems like it rains it'll be pretty all week, rain every Friday, and that messes not only Friday up, but people can't get ready for Saturday. So I did pick this up yesterday. Let's see how many people in the chat know what this is. It's you have to be probably a little older than some people, but does anybody know what that is?
Oh my God, a slide rule?
It's definitely a bolo. I mean, I got this for $2 at a yard sale yesterday, and it'll sell for probably 45 or 50.
Yeah.
So if you see slide rules, pick them up. Make sure they have the slider, because I have found them before. This will be missing, but yeah, like this is a rule. But before calculators, this is how you have to do all your complicated math like sines and cosines, and so
that's cool.
Sign everywhere. A sign.
I try to pick those up anytime I've seen them. So that's
I've done they always sell really quick. And
do people use them still, or are they just collected? I don't even know.
Probably just collecting them, but especially like this is one of the more desirable brands, the like Keffel Esser, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Keffel and Esser Company. That's like a desirable. Probably can't really read it, but definitely a bolo, especially if you can find them with the leather case. And this one's looks like it just came out of the factory. So
yeah, that looks nice.
It's from the 40s.
Chad, the Quirky Picker, was asking what was the most profitable sale of the week. What did you have?
You know what Wes's was? That was the clock.
Well, we know what mine was. That was the clock that had the glass in it and stuff. I sold it for $250.
Oh man, what was
the
mine?
Wolf? I think it said Wolf Enterprises on it.
Woof,
and
woof.
It's currently in transit. So everybody,
tell them who bought it.
If you can guess the name of the person that bought it. Thank you, Mary. Here's where it's set right in that hole right there. So that's where it was for the longest time.
Hey, Wes, why don't we go ahead? Why don't you share your screen? Let's go ahead and give away the hat. Then we can chat a little bit longer and come back and give away Slugger.
You want to give everybody one more minute to get in? Because I think right now there's only 10 people that are in the drawing.
Wow. All right, tell you what, we'll do it at 9:10. We'll do the hat at 9:10. So 3 more minutes.
So everybody, you got 1 more minute to get in on the hat. Tell them about that hat, Sturt. Tell them about the hat, what that is.
Well, so this is the Tennessee Smokies, which, as I said, they're no longer technically a team because they moved from Sevierville, which is where Dollywood and all that is, to downtown Knoxville. Now they're the Knoxville Smokies. So if we had not desecrated this with our signatures, this would probably be a big collector's item. But no, so it's a pretty cool hat from the Tennessee Smokies, and it is signed by Frizzy's Finds, Franklin Hill Ventures, and West, the Stone Flipper. So
all the important names.
$5 for Nintendo 2DS last Saturday and sold it for $100. Wow, very good.
Man, that's nice.
I think what my
Hashtag
best
Slugger, guys. If you want to get in it, we're getting ready to run it here in just a quick second.
Oh, my best sell was it was a boost sale. I sold a Wagner waffle iron for $110. So
it's a good waffle iron.
And this is for you, Molly, Libby, and Samantha. It was a consignment item, so not all that money's mine, but I'll get to keep 70% of it and give 30% to the consignor. It's a agreement with somebody doesn't even really. They said, I don't care how much I get, just sell it, and so we came up with a 70-30 split. So it's a pretty nice deal, but it was a really nice, good condition. It was one of those that had the base where you could flip the waffle iron over, so cast iron.
Stuart, that's a great idea. I never thought about consigning my booth out to some people. Maybe they might buy something I do.
Well, we currently have 11 entries. So
roll that.
We got one more minute. So, well, we'd like to see a picture of you wearing it at least once, Happy Picker. Then you can do with it whatever you want to. So.
Johnny said, "Roll that beautiful bean footage."
We sold
Alright.
we sold a sweatshirt from a brand called Melanzana, and they're based out of Leadville, Colorado. And this place, you have to make an appointment to shop there.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So it's like North Face to the next level.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's
All right,
that's
guys,
how I
are you
operate.
ready?
That's how I operate my booth as well, Johnny. You have to have an appointment to.
Well, I mean, you can't just have anybody walking up to the king.
Oh. Yeah.
You
All
gotta
right, so this one,
gotta have an appointment.
Stuart, is for the hat, correct?
All right. 10-second countdown. Here we go. 10, 9,
Get it in.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it, Wes.
Off it goes. Let's see who's going to end up with it.
Oh,
Did
no,
you
I'm in
enter
it.
it for it? Did you?
I
enter
would-
it for
I was showing people how to do it.
Oh my god.
Freeze.
Come on,
Oh,
guys.
it's rigged.
I didn't rig that, I
Rigged,
promise you. I don't know how that
rigged.
happens.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
will
feel
not be
bad.
eligible for Slugger because it's going to take your name out. So we'll give away Slugger
that's
here in another
fine.
5 or 10 minutes. So, but the hat will be coming your way,
Rigged.
That's
and you
nice.
do have to wear it,
Rigged.
David. You do have to wear it.
You know what? I'll wear it
David.
on the show. You get it to me, I'll wear it on the show.
I'll tell
right.
you what, David, you wear it, and then you can sign it as well since you're an adjunct.
I'll sign it,
honorary
and you know
person.
what? We'll give it away on your 400.
There you go.
And I got some other
Sounds
stuff
good.
too. I want to give away some other stuff at some point. I want to do that too. So I got some eBay
Okay.
hats I need to give away. So
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and unshare your screen, Wes, and then we'll come back in a minute. And yeah. So next we'll give away this bank. So
yeah,
You
he's
can-
awesome.
start saving
And that
for
is
retirement.
also from the Tennessee Smokies. But
So
divulge the hat up there, Stuart. Divulge
What's
the hat.
that? Oh yeah, it does. We have to disclose damage. So it does have a little chip on the hat,
This makes it more
This
valuable.
is
But
not
you
on his
can't-
shoulder, right?
but we don't accept returns. So
the
you
one
cannot
no,
right
return.
now.
no. Mm-mm.
So-
Nor can you leave feedback.
We know it's chipped. We've admitted it. So
You know that's a big topic on Whatnot right now is people leaving negative feedback for giveaways they've run. I don't know why Whatnot even allows you to leave a feedback
Yeah.
for
Gosh.
a giveaway, but yeah, people get negative feedback for giveaways now. You know that seems crazy.
I got this
So
for
something-
free, but it's broken. I don't like it. You know, I'm like, oh my god.
So something I thought that was ridiculous the other day is we got positive feedback on eBay, and it was from somebody who canceled an order. And their feedback was literally like, "Thanks for letting me cancel this order." What?
Well, you know
Why?
what? It shows that you got good customer service, right?
Yeah.
It's still stupid. You could have left me negative feedback. Like that was on the table.
That's what's scary.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
We sold
Wow.
a Hawaiian shirt last week, and somebody left us positive feedback, which we always appreciate, but put, "I wish these had wooden buttons," leaving positive feedback anyways. Wait, you thought of maybe this warranted negative feedback because the shirt didn't have wooden buttons, it had plastic buttons?
Oh my word.
We have 100% feedback on eBay, and 99% of that is pure luck. Just pure luck.
Same, especially because you do clothes. Clothes are just the hardest thing, I think. So it
I
can,
hate
it
the
can go
reviews
either
you
way.
get on. I hate the reviews you get on Etsy where it'll be like they write a perfectly glowing, like everything was great, and then you get 4 stars. I'm like, okay, you know, it doesn't really bother me that I got 4 stars, but you know why? You said everything was great. You know, the best package I've ever received. The item was exactly what I wanted. 4 stars. So,
Yeah. Although
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter about it though. So
that's better than
Not
some of
at
the
all.
ones I get to just a thumbs up. You know, it's a thumbs up, but it's positive. You're like, well, thank you. That went all
Yeah,
out.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. It's fine. But
And it's always
Nice,
the
right?
items that like you didn't think twice about, right? You're
Right,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
that's good. Send it off." And then all of a sudden there's some weird comment and you're like, "Really?"
yeah.
Barbados Railroad said that was rigged.
I'm
They
sure
said
it
they were
was.
close though. They were
So-
No,
almost
hey,
there.
100%.
It'll only be rigged if Johnny wins the statue.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll just go ahead and set the record straight. If
Oh,
Johnny,
back.
wins,
Johnny,
we're
take
drawing
yourself
again.
out.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary.
I'm
And
going to
thanks,
put
Bugs.
myself
Thank you.
in again.
Yeah, I had
I am-
oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I had an interesting customer service issue this weekend, though. It was like I thought I was going to have a $80 club returned because I used ChatGPT. So I will tell you that ChatGPT is great, but don't use it for everything. It's a club that I've never seen before in my life. It was a tailor-made R1 driver. It was adjustable. I've never seen one with all the adjustments on it, right? So I used ChatGPT to describe it because I didn't know what it was. And it put on there, it had the tool and the club head or cover. And I was like, oh crap. So the guy sent me an email and said, hey, you didn't include the cover and the tool. And I was like, I didn't have one. So I looked back and looked at my description, which, I mean, honest to God, who reads descriptions anymore? So people do. So anyway, I realized it was in there and I was like, I am so sorry. I go, well, he goes, it's also a 15 degree, not a 8 to 12 degree. And I'm like, this club was like, it was like a space shuttle. I had no idea what it had on it. So I said, I used the previous one and some AI to try to figure it out. And he was like, well, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, well, that's what
I will say this: golf guys on eBay are my least favorite people to sell to in the entire world. I mean, I get messages once a week critiquing any golf listing I have because some like old crotchety guy is like, your shipping's too high.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the size of it is. Well, I normally pay $14 for shipping, and this is coming up as $22. I don't know what to tell you, dude. But thank you for messaging me and telling me about this.
I also get that with comics too. So trust me.
I had a guy who bought a golf club, not from me, from somebody else, was unhappy with that golf club from a separate buyer, but I had the same one listed. So he then messaged me yelling at me and said that I'm probably just as much of a scammer as the other guy who sold them the same golf club. I'm like, what the where do you people come from? But it's golf guys. They absolutely were. I stopped even looking at golf clubs because I golf and I hate golfers on eBay.
Yeah, I know most clubs. I mean, there are very few clubs I don't know. It's just this one I had never seen before because it had all these adjustments on it. I'd never seen it. So I was like, I just used the ChatGPT to describe it. And of course, you got to read what you put in there. So it happens.
Yeah, Mr. Golf Pro Golf, if you're watching this video, we apologize for
Yeah.
Johnny's just a little ill over
it.
He's probably a jerk too. No.
Hey, why did our subscriber count just go down by one?
Lost the golf guy. Darn it.
Well, I lost our master sponsorship. We were working
there it goes. David's our in for the Masters. So,
man, I'm telling you, I am so disappointed that I not buy more stuff for the Masters because I don't want to get my son-in-law in trouble. I won't do that, but I should have bought.
Well, they have a thing though, David, where they kind of mark you if you do stuff.
If you
like
start
that,
buying a lot, yeah, they will.
Yeah.
But I had a lady that was behind us. We watched her checked out, or she was just right behind us on the other thing. She had an $8,000 bill that she basically paid for all of her stuff. So I don't know how they check it, but I've also heard people say, "Oh, I bought 25 hats and got stopped," and I'm like, I don't want to buy it. I spent $500 at the Masters, and I made back some of it, but not all of it. But I mean, a lot of the stuff was for me. I've never been in the Masters. It was exciting. Right. So, but yeah, I won't sell a lot of the stuff that I got, but I should have bought more koozies because those things were selling for $25 a piece. So,
well, Stuart, we're getting close to the end here of our live. You want to go ahead and let's run the the last one. Anybody else wants to get in?
Sorry, I
You
was checking the
Hashtag slugger.
Tennessee baseball score. So it's 6-6. Tennessee's tied with Wake Forest.
Visit Knoxville.com.
So let's go ahead. We'll give you about a couple more minutes to get in. Hashtag slugger.
Hashtag
If you wanna get
slugger.
on-
Yeah. So if
wanna
you're
get on
just
that.
coming in, type hashtag slugger in the chat on the main YouTube feed, and that'll automatically enter you into the giveaway for Slugger, the Smokies mascot.
Guys, I think this has been a great live. Dave, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us for a little while.
Thank you, guys. Always a
This evening,
pleasure.
we had a couple other people coming in. And all the people coming in joining us tonight.
I didn't get to meet Mary McQueen, though. She didn't come on.
She did not come on. Mary,
I know,
Mary
and I
stayed
was
away.
hoping for Mary to pop on because I want to hear more about the upcoming East Tennessee meetup in September.
East
That sounds
Tennessee
fun.
meetup.
Is anybody going to the eBay Open, by the way?
No, I can't afford to go to Vegas.
No.
Although I'm going to the East Tennessee meetup. Amy and I are both going to go. So I booked a hotel at the Hampton Inn, which is where everybody's going to be hanging out. I mean, how much do you think a Hampton Inn in Greenville, Tennessee should cost?
$99.
No, a little higher. $199.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, it's like staying at the friggin',
I told you
Oh,
what
no,
to do.
okay.
Drive up and come back. Spend several hours.
well,
and
the
come back.
whole fun of going to these things, Wes, is the hanging out in the evening. I'm not going to drive back. It's a one-time thing, so I'm going to do
Well,
it.
you're like me. Your bedtime's what, 9 o'clock now, right? On the weekend.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't talk about that. That
Hey,
makes me feel old.
I'm as good once as I ever was, Wes. I'm as good once as I ever was.
Listen, three of us are in the same boat, so
You pass that 50 mark, it is like bedtime at 10. You're like 10 o'clock, 10:30. You're like, oh, what is going
I'm
on?
wiped out.
Hey, Mary, did you
Nice.
get the same rate that I got? I didn't get they didn't just price gouge just me, did they?
They knew you had all those booths.
Yeah, it's
Mary
probably
asked,
cheaper.
Is
Happy
it the
Picker to go
last
to Europe,
weekend of
so.
September?
What is the date, Mary? No, in all seriousness, I'm really looking forward to it since I didn't get to go to Nashville. So, but Rocky Top Reseller's the one doing a lot of that, I think. So go check his channel out. What's the name? Is it the Locker Room Podcast? I think that they're talking a lot about
Reseller
it. So,
Locker Room Podcast. Yeah.
So check them out if you want some information. I think they have information on their Facebook page. So I'd love to see some of you there.
There it is, September 26th through the 28th.
Yep.
Thank you, Mary.
Yes, so that's going to be a busy couple of weeks for us, but Resellers Locker Room. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
All right. Well, you
All
ready
right.
to draw for Slugger?
Yeah, I think we're ready. Let's give us a countdown, and we will. Let me get
Go ahead
this
and share your
presented
screen
again.
there, Wes.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. Give the old man a second.
And if Johnny wins, then we'll draw again.
Listen, there was nothing in there that said friends and family or members couldn't join.
Or adjunct professors.
All right, here we go. I'll let Johnny count it down this time.
All right. We got 12
am I
entries.
counting
Here
it
we go.
down?
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Here we go.
Oh, it'd be so cool if I won.
Kevin Snyder, congratulations.
That's not how you spell my name. Kevin, congratulations.
Kevin is a winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations.
So Kevin, if you can go to my Instagram, which is here, I'll just put it in the chat over here. And Pete, or you can you can either email me. Let me put my email address in here too. That may be the best way, just in case you don't have Instagram, Franklin Hill Ventures. There's my email address. So just send me an email and I will send Slugger your way. And David, go ahead and send me your address too. So
okay.
Because I'll send.
And guys, everybody who's still here in the chat, if you just message old Frizzy's Finds on Instagram, let me know your addresses, and everyone will be a winner. We'll send stickers out to everyone.
There you go.
Just
Everybody gets a
message me your address on IG for Frizzy's Finds. We'll get these to you.
Yeah.
I'd love to
There
get
you
those.
Because we appreciate you guys.
Who was it? Kevin? What was the last name, Wes? On the
Snyder.
Snyder, Snider. Kevin
okay, I
Snyder.
I just wondered. I hadn't written it down yet. I wanted to make sure I wrote
Yep.
it down right. Well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah, guys, thanks
We
for hanging
appreciate
out.
Everybody coming in. Thank you so much to our live.
This is way
300
better than
subscriber
Smundaying. Although Stuart never Smondays.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Life's good when you're the king.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, John, we hope you have a safe trip. I think you said you're
Thank you.
going to Florida.
Yeah,
All right.
I need to get a tan.
For a
I'm
few
a
days.
little too
Okay.
pasty here.
Yeah, look at mine.
And-
Looking out in the sun.
And David and Stuart, we will see you for episode 67 on the Finder Flippers for Resale podcast. So,
Can't wait.
again, we want to thank every person coming in tonight. And like Johnny said, everybody's leaving out a winner tonight. You at least get a sticker if you wasn't able to win the hat.
Yeah, just
Or
message
slugger.
us.
Yeah, give me a message. Well, gentlemen, have a great evening. Everybody have a great evening. And thank you so much for joining us on the live tonight.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Thanks for
See
coming.
you at 400.
Make sure you subscribe so we can get to 400.
Won't be long.
Help us get there. Thanks, guys. Take care, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.